Has this ever happened to you? You are fully committed to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle, but you open your fridge and nada, nothing, crickets. You have no beans, you have no tofu, you have no grains, you have no fruits, you have no sauces, you have nothing to make a meal, or very little. Suddenly, your best intentions seem impossible. I understand. I've been there. I've done that. But I have some suggestions that are going to really make a difference. Let's dig in. I talk a lot about ingredient prep for this lifestyle, but the truth is you can't prep if you don't have anything to prep. The real first step in eating this way is not chopping, it's not cooking, it's not planning, it's actually stocking. You have to make sure that you have in your refrigerator, in your pantry, in your freezer, the ingredients that you can work with. You can't make really yummy air-fried broccoli if you don't have broccoli in the refrigerator. You can't make a quick stir fry if you don't have already prepped rice. And that's whether you buy it already made and frozen or you make it yourself and freeze it. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Do I have what I need today, right this moment, so that I can prepare a meal quickly? Personally, I don't hit empty because I've been doing this for a long time. I have experience, and my job right here on YouTube is to help you gain the experience so this situation does not happen to you. The thing is, I rarely let my fridge get down to empty. I've built my muscle, not just at the gym, but in my refrigerator, in my pantry, in my freezer. Whether you're new at whole food plant-based eating and you just really don't even know where to start in building your pantry, or maybe you've been doing it for a while and you just need a refresh, I've got you covered. I created a whole food plant-based pantry guide. You'll find the link in the show notes below. You can print it out or you can just refer to it while you're making your grocery list, and you'll be able to then take the information and create or just build upon what you already have, your pantry. And again, whether it's in your fridge, your pantry, or your freezer, I know you're going to find it useful. This is how I live, and this is what I really, really want to impart to you so that it becomes your muscle. There are times when even I don't have a lot, but I've learned how to make do. And that's also something I want to make sure to teach you. The trick is don't fall apart, because when you fall apart, that's when you make choices that you're going to regret. I do not aim for magazine-worthy meals. It does not have to be a spread from Martha Stewart. What I always keep uppermost in my mind is that the food I'm eating, while I want it to be delicious, I want it to look delicious. At the end of the day, it's fuel. It's fuel for your body to keep it running optimally, right? So, it can be a can of beans. You don't have to make them from scratch. It can be frozen rice, or like I said earlier, you can make the rice and keep it frozen in your refrigerator in slabs. They're super easy to defrost. You can always have a sauce. If you don't have any sauces prepared, okay, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. You can use soy sauce. You can use coconut aminos. You can use salsa. You can use hummus. You don't even have to make the hummus. You can find hummus that's low fat, I promise you. And you know what? Your vegetables don't have to be fresh. They can be frozen. In fact, sometimes frozen vegetables are even better because they are frozen at their peak of freshness. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be glamorous. All it has to do is do the job. 2 P's. One you need, one you don't. You do not need to be perfect. All you need to do is be prepared. I mean, you can't prep if you're not prepared. That's worth repeating. I mean, you can't prep if you're not prepared. Let me ask you a question. What do you tell yourself when there's nothing to eat in the house, or very little? Could you shift that story just a bit? You are not falling off track because you're unmotivated or weak or lazy. You're falling off track because you're unstocked. Is that even a word? Unstocked? Well, it is here. Unstocked. Maybe life got busy and the last grocery trip just never happened. And when the fridge is empty and you're tired and you're hungry, you reach for whatever is easiest, whatever you have in the fridge, or you reach for your phone and you call for takeout. The thing is, you and I both know that that is not aligned with your goals. You need to be crystal clear about why you are doing this. Is it for your health? Is it because you want to get down on the floor and play with your grandkids? Is it because you want to have a longer health span, a longer lifespan? You need a safety net. You need a safety net. Preparedness is going to be that safety net for you. It is what keeps you on track when your brain is tired, the day is long, and you don't have a lot of energy or willingness to make a decision in the tank. So even during the wildest weeks, here are a few things that I always keep on hand. Yeah, I love fresh berries, but I always have frozen berries. I always have frozen blueberries, and I get this great mix of raspberries and blackberries and blueberries and strawberries. Keep that in the freezer. It's frozen, huge bag. I always have cooked starches. I always have cooked brown rice, cooked sweet potatoes, either the white ones or the orange ones or the purple ones. I always have baked russets or baked Yukon Golds. And I also have hash browns in the freezer. And sometimes I even freeze whole potatoes already baked. They're super easy to defrost. I always have a ready-to-eat plant protein like tofu that I air fry or edamame. Sometimes I have beans in the freezer, beans that I've made from scratch in the Instant Pot. If you're saying to yourself, oh my goodness, I can't even handle all these things she's mentioning, don't overcomplicate it. Start simple. Have 3 things, just 3, 1, 2, 3. Stock them and build from there. I've said this before, Rome was not built in a day. This didn't happen overnight for me. It happened over the course of a few years. And my job here on YouTube is to help you get to the place where I am right now. So, what are the 3 things you're going to have prepared all the time? What's easiest for you? What's your entry-level 3 things? Come on, say them right now. Write them on a piece of paper. Say them out loud. Send me an email. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. There, that's a great idea. What are the 3 things you feel like you can accomplish? And you can't do 3, even that feels like too much, do 2. And if you can't do 2, do 1. Just give me 1 in the comments. Give me 1 thing you feel like you could prepare right now, today. Living plant-based is kind of like driving a car. You need gas. You need a map. You need a destination. You need a car that works. You don't just get in the car and drive. You got to have a plan. You got to know where you're going, unless you're just going out joyriding. That's what this whole food plant-based lifestyle is all about. Having a plan, knowing how you're going to get there. But remember I said earlier that this food is about fuel? Well, you can't drive your car if you're not fueled. Or maybe the light comes on telling you you're nearly empty. Well, that's not a good place to be. Nobody wants to be like that. You don't want to have your car almost out of gas, and you don't want to have your body out of gas, and you don't want to have your kitchen, your refrigerator, your freezer, your pantry out of gas, out of fuel, if you will. You want to make sure that you have what you need to proceed. So if your fridge is your fuel tank, are you on full? Are you on half full? Are you on nearly empty? Are you on fumes? Are you about to break down? Are you about to pull over on the side of the road and call AAA? Okay, let's switch gears for a minute. I know that you're not always in your own kitchen. Things happen. You travel. Emergencies arise. Right now, I'm in our city apartment. It's small. It's just what we need for when we take quick trips into the city for going to the theater, for seeing friends, for going to doctor appointments. And I try to keep it stocked, but it's not always fully stocked. But you know what? It's stocked enough that I can make a meal or 2 or 3. I knew I had steel-cut oats, so I was safe there. If nothing else, I could just make myself a bowl of oats, even if I didn't have anything to put in it. As it turns out, I had a bag of frozen vegetables. I think it was green beans and corn and peas and carrots. Okay, great. I'm starting to think I'm going to do a savory oatmeal with the steel-cut oats and the frozen vegetables. I open the pantry, and sure enough, I have some nutritional yeast. Bingo. I'm really cooking with gas now. And I looked in the freezer, and I had another bag of frozen vegetables, the fajita kind with frozen peppers and onions. That was going to work. So I pulled out my Instant Pot. While I was taking my shower, I cooked the steel-cut oats with all the ingredients in it. I also keep a pretty decently stocked drawer of dried spices and herbs. I was able to add to the steel-cut oats onion powder and garlic powder and smoked paprika and turmeric, and a little bit of salt and pepper. I prepared my Instant Pot with the steel-cut oats and all the herbs and spices and the frozen vegetables, and I got in the shower, and by the time I got out, my steel-cut oats were done, and I had enough for yesterday and for today. In fact, here you go. I know it doesn't look so appetizing, but this is the very end of it. I have just a few more bites. It was delicious. I didn't have my usual yogurt to add to it, which I really like. I like the coldness of the yogurt with the warmth of the steel-cut oats, but oh well. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Turns out it was delicious. To be honest, it was so great to wake up this morning and not have to cook the oats again because I had leftovers from yesterday. Yesterday, I went to the grocery store and I just picked up a few more essentials that I knew I needed for the next couple of days. That's a strategy that I will teach you in another video. But for now, I just want you to know it just helps to be prepared. The point is, even if you're not at home, the mindset still applies. Prepared does not have to be perfect. It just has to be enough. So you see, the danger is not about having a perfect meal or a boring meal. The danger is not having anything with which to make a meal. If you open the fridge and the freezer and the pantry and you really don't have much of anything, you're kind of going to be stuck. Did I say kind of? No, you're going to be stuck. And that's when you make choices that you later wish you hadn't made. You call the pizza place, you order pizza and you go get it, or you call Uber Eats and you order it. You're in a mindset of, I'll just grab something, I'm starving, I need to eat, I'll just do it this one time. And you know what happens to that just this one time. It becomes just this second time and third time and fourth time. And all of a sudden, all of your intentions out the window. And by the way, it's not about guilt at all. Throw that out the window. Talk about throwing it out the window. It's about alignment. It's about your goals. It's about making sure that your choices are aligned with your goals. The thing is that being prepared helps you make choices that you're going to really be proud of and pleased about later. So don't chase perfect, chase prepared. That is where the magic lives. After this video ends, I want you to go and open your fridge, open your freezer, open your pantry, and figure out what meal could you prepare. And remember, doesn't have to be sexy, doesn't have to be beautiful, doesn't have to be magazine ready. It just has to be fuel that's going to fill your belly. So go ahead, go and look. What is going to help you make that next meal? And while you're at it, start making a grocery list of what you need to stock so that you are prepared. That's the habit. That's the mindset. That is the prize. This lifestyle is not about perfection. It is about taking brave, bold action to show up for yourself. It is about surrounding yourself with a support system that's going to help you achieve your goals and lift you up when things get difficult. And most of all, it's about never giving up. Not on the food, not on the habits, and definitely not on yourself. If you have found value in this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That's right, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my plant-based goodness. And I'll see you in the next video.